What's up, guys? Jester here. Let's see if this is actually going to work. Oh, there we go. Excellent. How's everybody doing? Sorry, it's been a week. Been kind of a busy week. Lots of shit going on. Let me turn the music down just a touch. There we go. We're going to be starting a brand new vault. I did this one just, we're going to delete it. It was just kind of refamiliarize myself with the game. So let's get started in a new vault today. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun, actually. It's a little bit slow, and we're going to get into that here in just a minute, but I need to turn on the audio as well. Fucking music, I swear. Do a different song. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Fallout Shelter. There we go. So basically the idea here is to build a shelter, a vault that is going to have food, water, power, plenty of vault dwellers. We're going to be able to eventually send out parties to loot things. It's going to be a pretty good time. I love this game. It's been a while since I played it. I played it just a little bit last night to get myself in a spot where I remembered everything, and now we remember everything. So here's what we're gonna do. We need to get power generation going. Get living quarters going. And then what I'm doing is trying to plan for the future here. We're going to build like 4 power generation stations here that eventually will become nuclear power. And then we're gonna have like 4 water generation things here, and then our food is gonna end up being over here. But for right now, we need to build one. Oh shit, this isn't good. Now I don't have enough to build the diner. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. All right, so now we've got the basics going. That's what we're gonna do. What I like to do is look at these guys. Strength is usually a power situation, so we're going to put him in there. She has more intelligence, which we don't really have something for intelligence at this point, but so for now we'll put her wherever she fits best. We'll try right there. Try to distribute everybody fairly evenly. This is kind of a peon type guy, so he can also be in the power generation. We also get these deals. We'll get into all the lunchbox stuff here in a minute once we get everybody assigned. She is agility, which would be food as well. I thought we assigned somebody to food already. Right, maybe not. Charisma, this guy is going to be here for the moment. She is agility. That's amazing. That'll help us get food faster. This guy's perception. Let's put him in the water treatment. And this lady. Yeah, kind of a meh character here. Let's put her somewhere like here for now. We can't put her there just yet. And I really can't put her anywhere else either, because now, you know what? Let's have her up here and talk to Homeboy. Maybe they'll have a little baby. All right. So now we got to look at our objectives. We just need to rush a room and level up a dweller. The leveling up will happen. That's where it gets fun. It's really RNG, but we'll see what happens. Let's do water. I meant to rush it, not. There we go. We get our first lunch box. Now we're gonna open it and see what we get. Nice. Weapons are great at this stage of the game. Anything is really pretty okay. Okay, that's good for later, but we're probably gonna sell it for now. Not a real good one. Let's see what she's got here. She's strength, though, so let's go ahead and try to add power generation again. Right, then we'll take it, we'll put her in there. Oh joy. So now we gotta wait until we make more caps. But we're gonna move stuff around and you'll see. It's really kind of a fun game. It's slow. But I don't feel real good today. It's super hot. I just don't feel great. I didn't want to get into anything that was too intensive today. Hopefully I'll feel a little better tomorrow and we'll be able to play some Long Dark. Because coming up shortly on Thursday, we've got Dune for the weekend. And that's all we're playing. Dune Awakening. Looking forward to it though. Should be great. Somebody will level up pretty quickly. Gonna give this guy the shotty. For the time being, we're gonna send him off into the wasteland. Alright, so now we're gonna have a pregnant dweller. And in 3 hours, we'll have a little one running around. Somebody should level up just about any minute now. Off they go. All right, another thing that we can do for caps is we can sell off what we got. So let's sell off this circuit board. It should be quite a bit, yeah. All right, sweetheart, you need to go back to work. What were you again? You were kind of just a whatever. Let's put you there. Nice. And then... oh yeah, we have to do that first, don't we? And this guy's kind of a meh type of vault dweller as well, so we can put him wherever for the time being. Let's go ahead and put him in the charisma room. We'll let that other one run around a little bit for the time being, but we should get a level up and get another lunchbox pretty quick. And then we're really just waiting, so it's just gonna be a slow kind of night. Sorry, I'm trying to turn the fucking music down, and this is one of those windowed games. It's not like... it's its own app, but it's not. It's weird. Here we go. There's a lunchbox. And then we'll get another one by putting just an outfit on. Let's look at our stuff first. Well, let's get this one open. Nothing saying we're gonna get anything good. These cards are complete and utter RNG. Ooh, that's a good strength guy. Okay. Put him there for now. Bum, 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 bum. That should give us a... why? That's what I'm saying. This thing, it behaves weird. Alright, our third lunchbox. Let's see if we get anything good. We're kind of having power issues here right now. Yeah, that guy's not very good. That guy's not very good. I think we got everybody in the right room for the time being. Let's go ahead and open this up. Just hope we get something good. Otherwise, it's going to be just a little bit slower even. And honestly, my head's throbbing, so this kind of works for a game for tonight, because I definitely wanted to play something, but... You know, we're getting dwellers. It could be worse. Let's see what this guy is. He's perception. So here's what we're gonna... We're gonna build up the next water treatment plant here. Gonna put him down there. So basically, the better the people you put into each of the rooms that are more geared to those rooms, the faster they produce stuff. That's just the way it goes. And I only put 4 in there. Hang on. Now we got another random one walking up here. Got 4 of 4 in that room. She's just another random one. Let's see if we can get her into a 3-way. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? All right, then we also can unlock new rooms, like here, storage room. That's all based on the number of people you've got in your vault. And of course, you expand the number of people you can have in your vault by expanding your living spaces. You know, honestly, I want to take this guy, put him down here. Let's try to get somebody with some better stats. So since this guy's got really good strength, yeah, this guy's like +7 on strength, +2 with his outfit. So yeah, we definitely want to, and then again, you could buy stuff. We're not doing that. Even the dog's been laying around all day. It's just hot as shit in my room. My air conditioner doesn't work. It's damn near 90 degrees. I live in a brick house. It's rough. It's rough out here today. Probably why I don't feel so good. I might go and turn the fan so it's kind of hitting my back here in a minute. We're hoping that this lady will get pregnant here anytime here pretty quick. This guy's got nothing. Okay. So yeah, it's just it's kind of a waiting game now. It's not a fast-paced game. It's just something slow. Just wanted to get back in a stream tonight, even though I don't feel great. And just say hi to everybody. We can build if we want to, and I think we probably want to build another diner. And then I probably want to build another living quarter. And then we'll wait till we get a few more and we'll build an elevator that comes down. And then we'll start putting smaller diners like this size diner over here and here and here. You'll see. It's I got a system for this. I think it'll work. Again, not super fast-paced. I hope you guys weren't hoping to get too fast-paced tonight. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler tomorrow. Let me look at the... Oh, God, I hate it when it does this. Sorry, I don't know why it does this. Let me look at the weather for tomorrow. It's just miserable in here today. Oh, it says we're in a flood watch. Okay, that could be a good thing. Must mean there's a wall of water moving in or something. And there ain't even a drip in the sky right now. Flood watch until 7 a.m. on Wednesday. Oh, so it could be... Alright, yeah, it's gonna be a while. Let's look at the 10-day real quick, and then we'll come back over to the game. Thunderstorms tomorrow. That'll cool it off some. That'll be much nicer. I'm hurting today. And then it doesn't get hot again until the weekend. That's perfect. We like that. We like that. This is another one of those meh kind of guys. We'll put him in there. I'm gonna unlock the med bay that I'm not too worried about just yet. I was kind of hoping these guys would bang by now, but doesn't look like it. Let's open our lunchbox. Go for some RNG here. I originally played this game for free on Xbox Live. Okay, that's not bad. We'll take a gun. RNG has been horrible. And that's probably all the lunchboxes we're gonna get. Wow, just not good. Not good at all. Let's check this one. We got a few caps. Let's yeah, he's doing fine. Sometimes you get really good shit out of the lunchboxes. As a matter of fact, let's just start over. Let's just do that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Shit. Hang on, game will be back up in a second, sorry. Save and exit mean whatever. It doesn't need to... That's what I'm saying, this game's weird. It was never really meant to be a computer game. Of course, we're gonna do Vault 69. That's what's gonna trigger the RNG luck. I'm not saying we gotta have like the most perfect start, but that was gonna be a very long time before we could do anything. All right, so we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did last time. We got all of our little bases covered here to get started. Actually, we're in pretty good shape for a while. We don't even take out any rocks. That's nice. Same deal here. Intelligence would be more like med bay and shit like that. Our starting people are terrible this time. I mean, atrocious. Need to do power generation. And we can just add people into here for the time being. We got one more for that. We don't have anybody serving food. We do now. And she'll probably end up in the same room. Just for the time being. Oh no. He goes to water. A lot of just meh. Keep wanting to call them thralls, not thralls. Only a 1 in 3 chance of failure, and we hit 1 in 3. Last night I had 4 out of 5 that failed, and they were all low possibilities. Alright, that gets us our first lunchbox. The level up one will happen. Come on, hoping for good RNG this time. That'll be caps. A lot of caps in this one. I don't think I care about that. Alright, so now we just gotta wait for somebody to level up. We can start to expand some things though. Let's get... There's nothing you can fucking do about it, really. It's just RNG. We're getting really shitty dwellers to start with. Like, very bad. The power situation should take care of itself eventually now. And then we'll build the elevator, and then we'll move the diner, and then we'll have all kinds of room to do activities and things. But for right now, our power situation sucks. And the water is now in the dark, so... Alright, the game just wanted to be mean. Just wanted to be mean. Try one more. The most popular vault of all. I want to have a reasonable start. Like, it's going to take forever to do dumb shit. It's already going to take forever to do dumb shit. We can get around a bad start, but like when your RNG is that fucking bad. All right, that gets us back to where we were. Geez, intelligence. Not much I can do about that right now. We don't have a good place for intelligence builds. Yes, indeed. And we'll get there eventually. What'd you do that for? Now, look at this guy. Right, we're gonna put him in there. Got to get people in each room. I'm doing good. I'm waiting on the release of Dune this week. We're going to be hitting that absolutely full force. No, that shouldn't work. That shouldn't work on anything that was up before it was copyrighted. That should absolutely not be the way. They can't retroactively be like, well, we own the name now, so we've owned it always. That shouldn't be that way. I'd tell them to take their cease and desist and shove it up their ass. But that's not their call. Then I'd say I'm gonna do it because I don't want confusion, but it ain't got nothing to fucking do with you. I'd be crystal clear on that shit. Oh wait, we picked up a gun, didn't we? Let's give somebody on the top floor the gun. No, we didn't. All right, so I think we're just waiting on a level up now. A new setup, you say? That sounds good. I would love to have a new setup. All right, let's get some of this shit going. Let's get our lunchbox. Oh boy. Hey, nice. That's not bad. Ooh, and a good, could have been a good weapon or something. That's a damn good weapon, boys. We'll take that. We're gonna give that to her. So now if anybody comes in, they're gonna face the wrath of that chick. You love to see it. All right, we'll wait on a level up, and then that will give us another lunchbox, and hopefully we get as lucky as we did on that one. But yeah, I'm playing something pretty slow tonight, guys. Just, it's hot as balls, and my AC's out. So I wanted to stream, but I kind of just want to take it easy today. It looks like tomorrow afternoon it should break a little bit, and I'll be okay the rest of the week. AC being out sucks. see if we can build another power generator. I don't have much control over that. I wish that I did. It gives me two options to either monetize or not monetize, and everything I have is technically monetized. The amount of ads and when they place them, I don't have any fucking control over. They say they look for natural breaks, but it's like, you know, somebody watching a live stream, you'd think it'd be every half hour or so, but like I can't even watch regular YouTube. It's almost impossible. They put up an ad every fucking 3 minutes. It drives me insane. And if I don't hit monetize, they're going to put ads on it anyway. And then they're going to take the money and I won't even get the fractions of a penny out of it. Now, I don't find that to be overly fair, so really use some other people in the... Let's just put bodies in here for now. We'll give her the missile launcher. There we go. Let's get that lunchbox opened up. Oh, we got two of them. Nice. Stim pack. All right, there's another gun. It's not a good weapon, but it's something. Good amount of caps. Wow, 1,000 caps. That's gonna let us get everything built, but we gotta be careful about building before we have enough people in these areas to make enough power. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, come on. Good weapon or a good dweller? That's not great. Everybody's doing pretty good. Pops is probably leaving right about now to go carving with all the old men down the road. I'm having a heck of a time finding work. I don't know why. Put out applications and it's like they're all shadow applications, like people are just putting listings out there and no real intention of hiring anybody. Alright, that's as good as that's gonna get for the time being. We need to send her out for right now, just to get that out of the way. With this. Alright, so we still got at least one more lunchbox. We might get some good head start. That one box was really good. We got a rocket launcher. That's pretty good damage. It's not the best damage you can do in the game with a weapon, but it's pretty good for right now. let's give this guy that, and let's give this guy that. Oops, let's do that. And it's not ideal, but we'll take it. So really, this is just kind of a slow go. We'll let her run around for a little bit, and then we'll bring her back. And then we'll probably try to get one of the guys to knock her up, so when the time comes and we get the quest for having a baby, that'll at least be underway. Charisma. Alright, so she goes here for the time being. Now, I don't want to overexert our power grid too early. I think that's the key mistake most people make, is they try to get, oh, I'm going to build this room, that room. Even though we've got the caps to do it right now, I want to wait and kind of be careful with all of that. Actually, let's just put her down there to help with water production. Ugh. Hate this. I hate that bit of this. I should have to do that in order to do anything. I shouldn't just do it on its own. I don't think I can change that either. Yeah, no, it's locked. If I move it too much, it just does that. What can you do? And it looks like all our stats up top are looking okay for right now. The other thing about this game is it ends up being real time. So like, if you spend an hour getting all of your female dwellers pregnant, and then you go to bed, it takes 3 hours for them to have the kids. So, and then you go to bed, you sleep 8 hours, you wake up, they'll all be ready to have the kids in the morning. If you leave somebody out running around in the wasteland for 8 hours, they're probably going to be dead when you come back. It's kind of an interesting dynamic to the game. Alright, that gets us a new room, which should be the storage. What I'd like to get to is this one here, the Overseers. I'd like to get to that one fairly quick. There's no real way to go about doing that, but... what I found is water goes down faster than food. Power goes down based on how many rooms and shit you've got. But we're gonna have this room, this area here will be a full power room, and then these two will be power rooms, and then we'll have like 4 water generations eventually down here. We're gonna keep it pretty small for the time being. This will end up being the control center, and then we'll have some other stuff over here. Which will be of interest. Preferably a couple of the diners in the 2 instead of 3 capacity. We'll just do like 4 of those, and that should be more than enough food for a while. Then once we get digging down and shit, we should be even better shape. Let's get rid of that. what did we need? We need more water. No, wait. That's like 2 seconds from done. That's a waste of a rush. Let's see if we get away with this. All right. Now we get our probably final lunchbox. Yeah, this is probably our final lunchbox. So let's go ahead and open it and see what we get. Yeah, I'm gonna be into Dune Awakening come Thursday morning, like neck deep. I got to play the beta weekend. It was a blast. Not the best of stuff for us, but we can power up our people here a little bit. He can be an accountant, and he can be in the sturdy vault. Hopefully that'll give us much faster water with just the smaller room. I think I am going to go ahead, however... Ooh, wait, what? Oh. All right. And we're gonna be real smattering with the caps, man. Like I don't really need to do too much with that. We can probably now move up to one more food thing since we're getting bigger. But we don't want to run ourselves out of power. That's the main deal. Well, and since we've got it, let's just go ahead and do... This will give us quite a bit of leeway for how many people we've got in the vault. And then let's build the elevator. Then honestly, we can move the diner now. Sort of. Well, yeah, we can do it. Nope, we don't have quite enough caps. We'll have enough caps here after a couple level ups. We'll let these guys clear out, and then we'll build up that second diner, and then we're kind of in a good layout. There we go. Oh, look at something real quick here. It's really weird because it's going to move the thing around even though I'm not on that screen. See, the way the controls work, this was an Xbox game. I think it debuted for Xbox and then went mobile. And now it's available pretty much everywhere, but I played the living crap out of this game on Xbox. It was just so calm and peaceful. What are our objectives here? You sell one weapon or outfit? Well, we can sell an outfit. We're not selling any. We're not selling any weapons. Let's stop that. We will get more lunch boxes down the road once we get the command room in here. That's going to mean we're going to put our living spaces down here probably, because this will be the command room. But we got to get some more dwellers. And usually, if you get lucky, you can get quite a few dwellers. Just from... let's do that too. Just from... the boxes, but we didn't get all that lucky with that, but we got a pretty good weapon out of the gate. She's doing fine. Looks like she's taking 1 damage. We'll let her keep running around for a little while. See if we can get some more caps that way, or maybe she'll find some shit. But yeah, this is, like I said, guys, it's a slow-paced game. I didn't feel like getting anything too heavy tonight. Thursday might be my first ever 24-hour stream. It would have to be broken down into 2 streams of 12 hours, but they would be consecutive. I'm tinkering with that idea. The servers for Dune will go down at about 3 or 4-ish my time in the morning. They're down for usually half an hour-ish, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. But that's just a Funcom thing. They pull the servers down every day for maintenance for a short amount of time. Instead of doing it once a week for a longer time, they do it every day for a shorter time. On Conan, it's like 4 in the morning. And it might be 5 in the morning that they're going to do it for Dune. I can't remember what it was exactly. During the beta, we were up pretty much all fucking night. I got 50 some hours in on that weekend. 54 or 56 hours. My God. True gamer. But there's really not a lot we can do. It's just one of the things I like about this game. It's kind of hurry up and wait. It's not a, hey, we're going to do this, and this. Once we get everything in position, we'll be ready to start doing other stuff. But we got to get some rooms unlocked, and we need to have some excess dwellers that we can send out for resources, and we need more weapons, like all kinds of shit. This is our basic layout for the time being. There's no reason to expand it. We need to put in, we'll need to take out these 2 rocks, because we'll put an elevator here and an elevator there, and then this will probably be all living quarters down on the row right here. This, like I said, will become the command center. I think a game like this is kind of a test of how good is your commentary skill. A little bit. And mine's meh. Like most of the time, it's as good as most of the people that make tons of fucking money on Twitch. But yeah, we're gonna kind of just chill here and chit chat and try to cool down. Let me actually, I'm gonna try to turn the fan towards me. You guys are gonna have to let me know if it's blowing into the mic. Because yeah, I don't think it'll be that bad, but hang on, I gotta get it turned where I'm getting some air. Give me a second. I'm gonna put the microphone down here, hopefully. Doesn't look like it's picking it up. Okay, that's good. Benefit of having a decent mic. Alright, well, if we're gonna have to raise happiness, let's pick out, like, this guy. And then we need to find another person that has good strength, preferably, or, well, a female that has good strength. And we just don't have one. She's got mid-perception. Damn, we don't have all that many females. That's a dude. That ain't gonna work. These are all just literal mid dwellers. None of them are specialized all that good. Let's take her though. She's got a better luck skill. Let's put them in a room and see if they'll bang. It kind of has to do with the charisma skill. If they're both high charisma, they should get it on pretty quick. In the little test one I did last night, I had a guy that was like 8 charisma and he was banging everybody super quick. And we'll just let them talk and we'll see what happens. And then we'll get them back to their jobs. But this would complete the 100% happiness. Imagine that. You get somebody laid and it makes them happy. Who knew? At least we got a little air flowing this way now. This is better. We can fit up to 28 dwellers. And our goal... No, I'm looking at that wrong. Is we need to get to 18. We need 6 more dwellers before we can unlock the office that we want to unlock, and then that would mean we've got to be ready to do these things. They get more expensive the deeper you go. But we'll need to do those, so that's probably 600. Yeah. There's 600 caps just in that. It doesn't even include the buildings. And then another 400 caps to build the 2 elevators. If these 2 start dancing, then we're in business. They're about to go do the 2-back beast. But you can also put 2 people in there that are just not compatible. What I'm trying to do right now is take a higher skill person that has one particular thing, and that way the baby's gonna have something a little higher than these mid-level stats that you see on people like this. You know, a good example, like this guy here, I can imagine. You can see our perception's at 5. He'd be a good one to mix with somebody that has high perception as well, which she kind of does not. The issue here is we just don't have many females in the vault right now. Let's check our runner. Hasn't found anything yet. A couple of caps, that's not going to help us much. Look, it's a survival situation, you two. Like, legit. Just go in there and do some things. It's legitimately a survival situation. We need people in the vault. You want to live or do you want to die? Well, bang. This isn't the time where you get to be picky, lady. And you either, dude, because there's only like 4 women in here. I got 8 males and 4 females. That's not a good mix. But yeah, the guy I got that was able to bang all the women was literally out of a box, so I don't think it's going to be a while before we get any more lunch boxes. I don't really want to start over again. This is a good enough start. I suppose if you wanted to, you could just keep kind of going back and forth on that until you got exactly the things you wanted out of the boxes. You get like 3 or 4 to start with. And then they slow down considerably because they want you to buy. Yeah, they want you to spend 20 bucks on a free game so you get 40 lunch boxes. If you do that, man, you're in super business. But like, no. No. It's a free game. Like, you could do so much more so quickly if you spent the money. But it only works for 1 vault, 1 save. That's it. It's a good model. I can't fault them for doing it. But, you know, it is Bethesda. I don't think these two are gonna bang. Alright, you sir, go back to your job. You'll see if she likes you, buddy. I don't know if you're still here, Allie. How's things down there? I haven't talked to you or Hap or anybody for a while. I saw Hap a few months ago, I guess, or a month and a half ago now, in someone else's stream. I was gonna pitch him another one of my harebrained ideas, but you know how that goes. Alright, so random occurrence. This is a big problem. You don't really want to have rooms that are not in use. Alright, food, water, power all look good. We could expand if we wanted to. The first expansion would probably be power, but we don't really have people to man those rooms right now. So it would not make a whole lot of sense. Look, lady, I'm gonna give you a little more time to get up with this dude, but, like, you're gonna go back to work if you ain't willing to bang. That's just the way it's gonna be. Thank God I'm not doing anything too fucking stressful tonight. It'll cool off in a couple hours, but fuck. It just gets hotter than shit in here. It takes forever for it to cool down. You missed your shot, lady. Give somebody with a little higher charisma a shot at it. You just talked yourself out of a dick down, lady. Playing around, we gotta have some dwellers. And it takes 3 hours to get them birthed. High charisma numbers are better, they're more likely to do it, but I'm not here to play Cupid. There is no such thing as ugly, hot, or attraction when it's a survival situation, people. Just saying. You procreate for the good of the species. And honestly, usually day runs are pretty slow in this game. They get a little faster when we start doing other shit. Start dancing, they'll get busy. She's not picking up many caps at all. She's got a hell of a good weapon though, so she should be fine. For a while, for several hours. And then it takes her several hours to return too. For no particular reason. Oh no, we can't yet. So that means here and then there, and then we can put our first housing there. 2 big rooms right there. And then we'll have 4 of these, which would be probably even... It should be enough, I would think, food-wise, for a while. We'll reevaluate things as we go. We'll change rooms out. Like, these power rooms won't be the power rooms we use forever. We'll end up using nuclear generators. There's all kinds of rooms down here on the road. Weapon workshop is excellent. These actually train people up so you can get all of their skills into a good place. This is where you can make your own gear. Like all the different places where people can go. Like this is for charisma, I think. This is for, I can't remember which ones all they are, but you get the point. Like everything's got its place. could come a little bit faster, but what are you gonna do, right? Would you two quit bullshitting? All right, I need to probably call her back. Let's just get her back. And that way maybe she'll bang somebody. We'll see what her stuff is. This lady had higher charisma. Not like super high or nothing, but higher than most of the others I've got. I've only got 5 females. I forgot one was out in the wasteland. I wish the game was a little quicker. But it's just kind of this is more strategy than anything else. Resource management. Maybe I should have set up a secondary thumbnail and I could have changed my thumbnail. We could have played something else too. I do have Knights of the Old Republic, but it looked like ass. I just popped into it for a minute and it looked like complete ass. I tried Rogue Squadron from N64 and it was ass. Worst port I've ever played in my life. The controls were so bad. So bad. Not remappable. The camera would just do its own thing. Like it had been more than a couple of weeks since I bought it and I had like 30 minutes playtime on it and I went back to Steam. I'm like, look, I know I bought this a couple of weeks ago, but this game's unplayable. Like, it's just not. It's unplayable on PC. It's the worst port I've ever seen. And they immediately came back and go, yeah, we'll give you your money back. I mean, it was only a couple bucks, but it was just don't buy that game if you're looking for nostalgia. It'd be better to just go get the N64. I don't think these two are going to do it either, man. And nobody's got a particularly high charisma. I really want him to do the banging. Oh wait, they're dancing. They're dancing. It's just a matter of time now. And here's another problem is it's really difficult at this stage of the game to just say, okay, I'm going to get all of my girls pregnant because they run from a fight. If anybody were to break in here or a fire were to break out or anything else, they would run from all of it. And rightfully so. There they go. Now they're going to go into bedroom. And rightfully so. But yeah, it cuts down the number of defenders we have if, you know, raiders were to break in, which does happen. Alright, you, sir, can go back to work. And you, ma'am, can also go back to work. Alright, so sending those two out, we'll turn them right back around. I just want to get the achievement and move another achievement up. So now she will have a kid in 3 hours, and then it takes like a further 3 hours for that kid to mature and become a dweller. But you can see it's not fast. It's not fast at all. We don't have weapons or outfits to sell. Bring him home. Go. Couple of guns. What I think I'm gonna do is equip these guys with the guns, because the raiders will come in there first. And then we'll just have to move the guns to these other people when the time comes. How we're gonna have to do it. That one's just gonna be there for a while. That one's gonna be there for like 3 hours. We can probably rush a room. Hopefully it will fail, and then we'll get a fire and not a rad roach thing. These guys got the guns now, so it seems likely that the food thing would be the best one. It's actually hilarious. I'm trying to get it to fail. There we go. Hopefully it's a fire. Nope, it's rad roaches. God damn it. The game gets really fun once you get the command center up. Damn it. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding. There's only 2 things. At this stage of the game, getting it 3 times in a row is not likely. There we go. So at least we get a new objective now. Rush 3 rooms, huh? 60% chance to get it. That's not true. Could be worse. %57% chance of this. 50-50 shot here. Alright, we got it. Nice. I don't really have to rush anything for a while. That level up will happen. No worries. Just takes a little time. I know this isn't a super fun game to watch probably, but it's, look man, this is a free game. If you've got Steam, this is free. You can go play it anytime you want to. And it's actually, once you get past the minutia of the beginning of the game, it's actually kind of fun. Maybe what I should have done was had things set up, but I didn't want to like come into it like halfway there, because that would seem disingenuous. If we want to, we can go do something else here in a little bit, but I'll let you guys decide on that. I just need it to cool down first before I get into something heated. Tomorrow should be better, and we should be able to play Long Dark tomorrow. Probably even be able to start pretty early. Because we do need to be getting through the tails from the far territory before Thursday. And if we do, tomorrow we do, I don't know, we may not make it. We'll have to wait and see. On Thursday, we're doing something else. It's just, that's the way it is. Let's see if I can just cheese this a little bit. It looks like we can cheese it a little bit. Keep making gaps. Oh man, I'm not worried about rushing 10 rooms. Give me a break. Give me a break. We can build another elevator. And then we can think about putting in our first room here to replace this and get rid of this, and that way, what's up, Patea? If we get rid of this, these guys are trapped off, but it's no big deal. Any raiders would come straight here to the guys with the guns, so maybe that'd be worth doing. Well, we need to build it as a 3 before we destroy that, so we need some more caps. Is pitch back yet? Almost. She ain't got very many caps anyway, but... I'm just doing something chill tonight. It's super hot. I'm not feeling super good. This is the first real hot day here in the Midwest. And it ain't even really all that hot. No AC. Our production looks good here. Everything looks right on the line. Plenty of power. Plenty of food, plenty of water. Now we just need some effing vault dwellers. She should be coming back anytime now. Yeah, here she comes. She's fairly unremarkable. Why don't we just put her to work down here in the waterworks? Tonight's just a good chill night. Tomorrow we're gonna try to get zone of contamination done, I think. And then Wednesday we'll probably try to get I'm pressing now because we're up against the release of Dune Awakening. We're up against it. It's here. Thursday's the day. And I was mentioning earlier that could end up being a 24-hour stream. Get there, get established. Even after that 24-hour stream, probably just sleep for a few hours and come right back in. Just want to get us on a good spot. I need footage. I want to be able to record the things that happened. Minimum 12-hour stream on Thursday. Minimum. Gonna happen. Yeah, but this is just kind of a chill thing. I didn't want to get anything too active right now. If it cools off, maybe here in a little bit we'll go do something else. Maybe we'll go into Long Dark, but I'm burning up right now. Kind of sick at my stomach from it. My head's a little bit hurty. So we're just gonna play this nice, slow. Would you stop trying to sell me shit, please? This nice, slow paced game. If you didn't know or not, Patea, this is free on Steam. Just look up Fallout Shelter. It's actually, like I said earlier, once you get past the beginning and the minutia and the slowness, it actually gets quite fun. You can send out raiding parties to different POIs. There's missions to do. Lots of gear to build. It's a really fun game. You don't have to spend a penny on it ever. I mean, you can. It is Bethesda. But you don't have to. Yeah, it was definitely on mobile at one time. Holy shit. That video's on the come up. I like it. I like it a lot. Finally, YouTube's going, hey, somebody made some not bullshit clickbait and they're starting to fucking promote it. Thank God. I put out a video on Saturday for Dune Awakening that's like, look, everybody's like, oh, it's how to get a god start, how to get the best start ever, how to be a pro, and it's like, guys, seriously, you're missing the point of YouTube. You've turned it into I gotta make money versus I gotta put out good information and not waste people's time. There was a whole 25-minute video I saw yesterday of a guy that was like how to dominate the deep desert. And nobody's even seen the deep desert other than people under NDA and the developers. And yet he's like, and it was all just speculation. So like, none of his theories may work anyway. But the title was How to Dominate the Deep Desert. It's like, bro, this is just fucking clickbait. It's just fucking clickbait. I can't stand that shit. It's so annoying. Who's my highest charisma person? He's got 1. You just don't have many dudes with high charisma. So many just mid. Let's see if we can get them to bang. Just for something to do. Most of the goals are just not achievable right now. I don't have enough caps at the moment to build out what I want to build out. But yeah, this game's been around for a while. And I saw it and I'm like, damn, I played the crap out of this on Xbox. And I tried it on mobile like a few weeks back and I was like, eh. And it took me like 20 minutes and I was back into it on here last night. Something about having this game on a bigger screen. I think I spent like 3 hours last night just getting refamiliarized. Even poor Bella's just laying on the floor like, damn, Dad, it's hot. She always wants to get up and run around. She's like, not right now. I don't wanna. It doesn't help that the room's got all the computer equipment and shit in it. Look, it just is what it is. Oh, those two are gonna bang immediately. This is great. That's what you like to see. I think that's really all I'm willing to get pregnant right now, though, because I need fighters in case we get, which we should start seeing some attacks pretty quickly from raiders. Last night we had raider attack after raider attack. I got pretty good RNG though on the first few lunch boxes, and we had quite a few weapons. But again, I wasn't just going to come into here and be like, oh look, I did all of this last night off camera. So if I got to suffer through the beginning again, you guys get to suffer with me. But it goes to show you this is something nice and super chill. It might be cool to put on your phone, like, I don't know, you're traveling on the bus or you're on a train or you're in the like passenger seat of a car. Something to play while you're traveling. Something passive while you're doing something else. And you don't have to spend a dime on it. Absolutely don't have to spend a dime. But our layout's going to be pretty simple. We're going to put our control center here. These 4 areas are going to be power. These 4 areas are going to be water. And then we're probably going to do 4 areas of housing and probably over here too. And then there'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 different little diners here as time goes on. And that'll be the upper tiers of our vault for the time being. But we gotta get that damn... You guys gonna dance all the time? That'll be... We had medbay unlocked already at this point last time. And like, so when they send people to your area, it's weird. We need 18 to get the overseer's office, and that's when we can start sending out parties to go places. Oh, this ought to be fun. Put that down pretty damn quick with that missile launcher. There they go. Go ahead, you two get busy. Y'all deserved it. So he's got pretty good agility, which is going to make the baby probably a little more prone to be a diner worker, but we'll see. This is like the Bene Gesserit breeding program. We're trying to build the ultimate away team. And probably 3 away teams, if I'm being honest. Now, wait a minute. Was she there or was she down here? She was down here. I don't like having 2 pregnant women in the same room, but we'll be okay. What are you doing, lady? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will work. We just don't have enough weapons and shit right now. I could be sending people out, I guess, but we don't really have many people to spare. And I know we're about to start getting raider attacks and shit, so it'll just happen randomly. And then we might actually start to get some weapons and or some other stuff. But as far as our objectives go right now, we really can't do much. I could, I guess, fuck with, but I don't really want to because our percentages are pretty high. Don't need to rush nothing. The timer's reset. I guess it's a good way to get some caps. We'll take a 50-50 shot at it, I suppose. Yeah. We lost the coin flip. We're gonna have to let that cool down a little bit because I don't like going when it's over 50%. We'll do that one again, I guess. This is gonna be our first of the new rooms. I wouldn't mind getting those built, that way we could cut off oh shit, hang on. I didn't see him. There's a little spy that's in here and I didn't get to see him. If you get him, you get like a bunch of caps, but I didn't see him that time. There's a little dong, 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 and if you spot the spy, you can click on him and you get rewards, but I didn't see him. It wasn't in here very long, that's for damn sure. right, we need more caps so we can get rid of this. That'll seal this off. We'll give the guns down to these two guys. Here. Then we'll have 3 guns in this room. This will be the first room that a raider hits. And I can't destroy this until this is here. Otherwise, we're going to be like in a weird spot with dwellers. And then we'll be ready for the control room to be here when the time comes. We still need 6 more dwellers. They just don't send them very fast. It's a coin flip again. We'll let this one go, and then we'll try to do it again. Like I said, it's a slow-paced game, but I think it's fun. Once you get to a certain point, it gets to be a lot of fun. This is a really stupid deal. Yeah. That was gonna fail 2/3 of the time. We're also getting caps for rushing rooms. These women are just not happy. Oh no, they're plenty happy. They had such dirty looks on their faces. You'd think a failure would reset. All right, so now we need a whole bunch more caps. You don't get all that many from level ups. Let's see if we can catch lightning in a bottle here. Probably can't do it twice in a row, though. Yeah, didn't expect so. Kind of just trying to get this built, and then we can get rid of that. And that changes kind of how we're pathing the potential raiders. The only reason I'm doing this, I have no reason to keep rushing these rooms that shouldn't be rushed. But we're getting pretty close to... We're getting pretty close to getting good at that challenge. It's just that these percentages are so fucking high now. She should destroy these rad roaches. One rocket. I love it. I love it. All right, this is almost a for sure failure. It's got to be. This was going swimmingly, and now it sucks. We still need like 4 more. Come down and help him, sweetheart. You gonna take a shot or not even gonna take a shot? Took her half an hour to decide where she wanted to stand to take a fucking shot. I mean, these incidents are just too high a percentage. I mean, I can't. Like, there's no way we're gonna get away with it. We need 3 more, and we're not gonna get there right now. I was hoping to get enough caps to build out this and get rid of this room, but we don't have enough right now. Because we need 350 to build another one of those here. We're not even halfway to that. I mean, I guess we can just keep fucking with it. Well, let's let everything cycle. Because this just has a few seconds, and that one's just got a few seconds. We'll let them cycle. We'll try it again. I don't see this working out for us. We're only getting like 5 caps for a level up. It's going to take a while. We're not getting anybody at the front door. There, I heard it again. There he is. Got him that time. Got him that time. Look, the percentages are just too high, but at least we're trying to do something. All we're gonna do is drag down our happiness level in the vault by doing this. What's up? Oh, God damn it. Why? Just once. This should have worked fine once at this point. Let's get her down there with the rocket launcher and see what happens. Should take 1 shot to take them all out, unless they kill them first. We're literally just ruining morale right now. Stop right there, take a shot, it's over, lady. Don't run to that side of the room, run back. Just so stupid. At this point, we should have gotten 1 because we've failed like 9 times in a row, and we should be failing at a 4 out of 5 rate. So we should have gotten at least 1 by now. There we go. That was with a 10% chance. That was a 1 in 10 chance. Where did that put us here? We need 2 more still. But that does let us do what we wanted to do here, which is... And then we can... Oops. This doesn't make any fucking sense. I can't destroy it because... Huh? Well, this sucks. That means our power situations probably suck. How am I playing it wrong? I know that we're mostly gonna fail this based on the percentage numbers. I'm just trying to get enough caps to be able to build this, but this fucks up my whole thing now. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this diner, put a diner here, and then get rid of this, because this is where I want to put... This is where I want to put the control center. I know I've done it before. Look at those incident rates. I mean, it's ridiculous. We're 1 in 5. Yeah. It doesn't really matter at this point because we got to have, in order to get the control room, we've got to be able to get more. We need more people. We need 18 people. I need 6 more people. And nobody's coming to the front door. Alright, so the thing should go down each time it cycles a little bit. It won't go down a lot on the incident, but if we wait a few rounds, like 10 or 15 minutes, it'll probably go down enough where we can finish up that objective. I wouldn't think they've really done much work on this game in years. Like, this thing's been out forever. Oh, I'm aware. But I won't. The whole idea was we were trying to get rid of this room here. But now it's telling me I can't get rid of this room because it's connected with 2 rooms. So now I need to move the diner down to here, destroy this room, and probably destroy the elevator. And then we could just leave this blank. Because I don't want this here. I want this, unless we want to start over, maybe we should just start over. I'm trying to. I can't. It won't let me. I'm just trying to move my... Look, having this, and that is not too much. But then having this, not too much either. You got to have room for people to come in and live. We've got plenty of room to give here with... Right, well, it should be 28. We got 12 of 28. Even 12. I thought we had 13 people. Now we're going to start losing power because I got too many rooms. It makes me want to fucking start over again and just build down like we want to do it. And not build this shit at all. Maybe that's the right play. Just build this shit down here where we actually want it. Really, the only good thing that we got out of the boxes was one big gun. We got the rocket launcher. We wouldn't be losing all that much, other than time. The only reason power was down, too, wasn't because of the rooms, it's because I'm failing on these rushes. That drains power. Yeah, the idea is I want this to be my control room, like right up at the top so I know exactly where it's at instead of burying it down here someplace. And then I was going to do like 4 or 5 diners over here eventually. I was just preparing for like 4 power rooms, 4 water rooms, and we were going to end up doing 4 living spaces, so where we had plenty of space for all of the different, because you only really need 4, right? I think. But then this area would be diners. That gives us all of this room below for all the other rooms we're going to need down the road. I was trying to structure it with the future in mind, if you will. The only thing we'd lose if we started over is a little bit of time. But now that I know to not build that piece right there, then we can come down here and build it later. And then we'll just keep the diner here for the time being. Basically is what I'm saying. What have we lost at this point? An hour and a half? Kind of what I do with my life anyway. It's just lose time. Let who in? Nobody's coming to the door. Am I missing something? Like, if I'm missing something, please tell me. I know we need to get rid of this room. But because we went ahead and filled it out, now I can't destroy it. And I didn't know that. I mean, honestly, the most fun part of the game in the early part's opening the lunchboxes. So maybe we should just start a new Vault 69 and we'll kind of restructure how we're building it. And we'll worry about this side a little bit later and we'll go straight down. But I don't have enough caps right now to fucking do anything. And all of my fucking chances here of rushes are super fucking high on failure. Although those are getting better. If we wait one more cycle, we might end up with it. And then we probably would have enough caps to restructure where the diner's at. I suppose for now we could just put the diner right here, where it was. I think I'm just a victim of trying to go too fast. I was trying to future-proof too quickly. Well, but early game, you can't really go. Like, I could send these 3 guys out to the wasteland to explore. Well, yeah. But why would I not want to fill out space in some type of OCD structured way? I mean, this isn't my first time playing the game. I played the crap out of this years ago on Xbox. And I always ended up coming back and making sure that all my power areas were together so I could click, 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 click. All my water was together, click, 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 click. Diners were in some type of line. But see, look, I've got room for 56 dwellers. I guess that's what I'm not understanding. Tell you what, let's just do it. Let's just fucking do it. Let's just go. Let's just go and... Let's just go and delete this one, and we'll start over. That's okay. I don't mind. vault, we'll make it 420. All right. So you're saying I should have spent on getting more power? That's gonna hurt right there a little bit. How am I a hacker? If I was a hacker, I'd be using console commands or something. That's actually hilarious. All right, we're gonna put this here for now. Let's look at our dwellers. Alright, that one can go straight into power. You don't really have an endurance room. So for now, you can go here. That's more lucky than anything. Why don't you go there and maybe you two can get busy. You're kind of a man, you in the diner. You can go into there. You're definitely a diner. Good for you. Well, but I've been up. See, now, I don't think that's exactly how that works. Maybe I would have gotten another one later. Right now, I don't have enough room for any of these people. Well, she's gonna have to go here. No, not first time playing. I never said first time playing. And that's what I did last time, was I went out and put more power in. Yeah, I've never said first time playing. This was on Xbox Live, and I found it, and it was just fun. I've beaten this game up and down and left and right. And I don't ever remember you couldn't delete a room because it was connected to two other rooms. I don't ever remember that. But I certainly have never said that this was my first time playing this game. All right, what's our objectives here? Oops. I'm aware, but what I'm seeing is that the food is less hurty than the water is. Like, the food doesn't seem to go as fast as the water does. And then power is the next thing. It's power first, then water, then food. Let's see if we get some decent RNG here. gonna sell in the beginning anyway. Hey, there's a weapon. That's good. That's hilarious that it's clergy is C for charisma. Not exactly great props there. Now see, the problem is we don't have anywhere to put this lady. She's yet another mid-level, like just mid. Okay, I don't speak Spanish, so... I'm not sure what you're getting at there. Oh shit, what did I just do? Yeah, but I don't want to add too much because then I'm going to end up in this fucking situation where we've got too many rooms again. And I'd prefer to add power first so that I could get this person working. And not over here where we might have more babies. Because right now I don't have any jobs for anybody. I could just put a gun in her hand and put her right there if we build one more living quarter, and then we're gonna be good on living quarters for a while. We'll just have her defend. Give her that rifle we got. Wrong button. There we go. Alright, so we just need to do a little more water. Again, just a really basic dweller. I'll put you there for the time being. Alright, so the level up will happen. Hang on, I gotta fix this. I don't even know what that is. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're just gonna take it a little bit slower this time. I was trying to get it where it was, we were set up for a while. Last night I ended up with like 17 because of the people I got out of the vault. Like I had cards that gave me extra dwellers. Alright, that's not good. Alright, we'll take the taps. That means we can expand the power. And then we can get him probably working over there. It's just a body in a place. This isn't how I wanted to design this damn thing. Like, at all. I wanted it to be designed from the word go. Another just meh. Meh guy. Alright, so we just need some more water to get our next lunchbox. So what would be the next move? Power up again, and then think about one more water, one more diner? That seems stupid that you gotta go down before you go across to the top. That seems really dumb. Well, that's what we're trying to do here, but it's not like I've got many people that have high charisma levels. Alright, so that's going to be as deep as we're going to need to go for a while. Oh, we need to pull that lady back. For the time being. She ain't gonna find shit anyway. Well, but you do. But you do. But you gotta get out to them. It's like literally they're making this almost unbearable in the beginning. So they want you to buy fucking lunchboxes to get people in your vault. That's gonna take hours and hours and hours to get from 13 to 18. Because it's 3 hours for gestation, and then I think it's like 3 hours for the baby to get to adulthood. Then they changed a whole bunch of shit since I played it last, because the idea last time was to get yourself in a good power, water, and food situation and have plenty of places for people, and then was to get like a team out, because as soon as you can get a team going out, then you basically, it's just a matter of time before you kind of complete the game. Because you will end up picking people up as you go out on the missions. Thanks, Bethesda. Of course it does. That seems like something fucking Bethesda would do. Started fairly slow, but I never had this issue ever. Like, I was able to get to 18 or 20 people pretty quickly. Of course, this has been many years back. This was 2020-ish. So 3 and 3, yeah. So basically the whole idea would just be to come in here, knock up all the females, and save an exit, and come back later. Down doesn't really do anything, though. What does down do? It doesn't matter how you lay it out. Like the direction in which you build, the only reason that matters is what I just ran into, where I had connected rooms and needed to reconfigure. And then I think the only way you're going to get around certain things is to get fairly fucking lucky with your starter lunchboxes. It was so much more fun back in the day. Why would they do that? Oh, they patched it to make it longer, so they were trying to force you into buying lunchboxes. So they took half the fun out of the fucking shit. They took half the fun out of the fucking game to try to make money. And then look, it's a free-to-play game. I get that it needs to be monetized, but why nerf the entire fucking experience for the sake of $20 shit? So, okay, look, here's what I'll tell you. I'm gonna call you Jazz. Going down this way doesn't make any difference. The idea here is to have whatever structure you have and have it defended. I don't think the verticality of this makes any difference. Eventually, yeah, you go down. But in the beginning, I don't think going down makes any difference at all. If you want to do it like I want to do it, which is to get, you know, all my power rooms kind of together, they've made that a little more difficult because it didn't used to be where you couldn't destroy a room because it was connected with elevators to other rooms. So like, as long as I can have power rooms here, there, and here, water, I gotta add plenty of, you know, living spaces, blah, blah, blah. Going down doesn't make a difference. It's all about the way you defend what you've got. In a way, this is tower defense. Whoa, did they just wife swapped. And they just did it again. Alright, I get this another lunchbox. Oh no, I just need a little more water. Did we get any outfits? Okay, let's see if I can buff this guy a little bit. It's so wrong that I'm trying to get this guy laid in a priest outfit. Man, I wish it was cold here. Good Lord. It's 90 Fahrenheit here today. Alright, so we got one couple going there. Ooh, we got 2 lunchboxes. Correct. You don't want to just build empty rooms. And I know it all revolves around making babies, but like... Okay, look, last night, the first one I played just to kind of get back into it, like literally, it was, hang on, I'm gonna switch this from her to him. We're gonna move him up here. Right, it literally gave me upwards of, like I was already at like 16 people because I kept getting people out of the lunchboxes. And then I went ahead and made everybody basically pregnant and I went to bed. And then when I got up, I was well over 18. Let's see what we get. So what it all comes down to is if you don't get good RNG, it's probably just as easy to start over to where you get more people, and those are going to be good people coming into your vault too. They're special characters. But like through the first initial boxes I got last night, I got like 3 or 4 different people. And like this time I'm not getting any. There's one. We got one extra guy. And only a couple of guns. So does that mean that it would be better to just start over and try again on the lunch boxes? Because we're only 10 minutes in. Because I'm not buying shit for this game. It's fine. But like, do you just work it to where you get a decent start and then go with that vault? That's all I'm saying. Because this would be the time that we would think about that. Because as it stands now, we were only going to get 12. No, I know. Well, was it mobile to start, or I thought they put it out for Xbox first? And then it went mobile. Maybe it was mobile and then they made it into an Xbox game. I saw it on Steam for free and I'm like, man, this was fun back in the day. I'm going to try it again. And all it's ending up being is a giant ass time sink. So this is an awful streaming game then. Like just a god-awful, terrible game to stream. Well, what else do we want to play then? It's starting to cool down. I needed to do something chill to start the night regardless. I need to make a quick thumbnail. That won't take any time. Shall we try to get into Zone of Contamination tonight? Or maybe get through that tail? This just... I think if you went through this and you did the early part to where you could start sending out parties and shit, then it would be a lot of fun to kind of do on stream. But they used to give you more people than this. They used to get it to where you could actually have pretty much the control room pretty quickly. I may have to end stream and then come back with a new thumbnail. And we'll just go play fucking Long Dark. Because we need to get into that anyway. That's what I was trying to get to was 18. But I'm not going to sit here on stream and make everybody just watch nothing for 6 hours. So in other words, this is just a really bad game to stream from the beginning. Unless I plan to spend money on it, which I don't. So why don't we just do that? Why don't we just say, okay, it was fun, I tried it, it's not going to be a good streamer game. Why don't I take like 5 minutes, I'll have to end stream, and then I'll come back with some Long Dark. Let me go make a thumbnail, and we'll go pick up where we left off over in Forsaken. And we'll try to get over to ZOC, and we'll go explore ZOC and see if we can get through the second tail tonight. Because I'm not going to make everybody sit around and wait for 6 hours for shit to happen. That seems stupid. Whereas if you spend money, you can advance quicker. I guess that's kind of every game. I shouldn't be that judgmental, but that is not how it used to be. in order to have any fun doing this, it's gonna take hours. I mean, it would be fun like on a trip or something that you pick it up, you do some shit in your vault, and then you play something else or you do something else. I can see that. A long flight, okay, fine. Hey, I'm getting ready to sleep on this flight or this car trip. You go in here and set up a bunch of babies, get, 4, 5, 6 hours sleep, you come back, you got stuff to do. I can see that being fun. That's not how it used to be anyway for the game. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's more disappointing because I don't remember it being like this. I remember having a lot of fun in this game. But it seems like monetization always wins out. Certainly not upset. I'd be cussing them if I was mad. And you can't blame a company for trying to get money. But it's certainly not a streaming game, right? That's what I'm learning now. I thought, okay, it's gonna be slow. I didn't think it was gonna be 6 hours of nothing slow. I thought there'd be other stuff to do. Build, and they'd bring you up to around, I don't know, 16 or 18, maybe 20 people. And then, because that's how it used to be. At least that's how I remember it. Maybe I'm wrong. And that's the best of my recollection. So why don't we just say, I'll go make a thumbnail. We'll hop into Long Dark. I'll go pee, get some tea, and let's go try to do ZOC. And let's go see what's up with that. Well, and look, again, you can't fault anybody that puts out a free game for trying to make DLC, or not DLC really, but, in-game purchases a thing. Bethesda is kind of notorious for it. Not nearly as bad as like Rockstar, but this game basically went from being where it was fun to almost, I can't say play to win, because you can still win the game without paying. But they're just making it obscenely long before you can. We're talking dozens and dozens of hours. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I hope everybody sticks around. Give me 5 minutes to go pick up a thumbnail, and we're gonna go over to TLD. Let me go to this screen. I don't want to be done streaming tonight. It is finally cooling down now that the sun is setting, so I'm not quite as miserable. I just didn't want to do anything super active while it was so hot in the room. Tomorrow should be better, so if we can get through some of it tonight, we can finish it up tomorrow. Then hopefully we're going to be able to do even more on Wednesday before Thursday's Dune Awakening stuff, because that's what's coming up on Thursday, and that's what we're going to be hitting all weekend long. Yeah, and look, it's whatever. I think, personally, I think if they were to take this game and say, okay, hold on. If they were to take this game and say, making an introduction to the Fallout, you're going to make more money off the Fallout games because people are interested in the universe. But now they're like, okay, well, we want you to spend $20, and unfortunately, that's only for one run. That's only for one vault. You'd have to spend another $20 if you wanted to set up a second vault and get like the big package of the lunch boxes. And then you'd have a huge head start because you'd have lots of weapons, lots of gear, extra people, all of that kind of stuff. So let me go and get this other stream set up real quick. I do hope everybody pops by because Long Dark is a fun game, and we're gonna go try to accomplish something tonight. But let me get the thumbnail, let the dog out, go pee, all that good stuff, and then I'll be back in 10 minutes max. All right, guys, I will see you in just a minute.